Morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, because there's still this white line on the top of Meerkat here that implies that there's something very weird here. Tell me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Because I'm at WeWork and there's super fast connectivity here. So if it's not working here, then there's something seriously wrong with Meerkat. So just let me know in the comments. Shy, can you hear me okay? Everybody see me okay? Hear me okay? Perfect. I'm sitting in a beanbag. So I'm going to try this again because just did the Meerkat stream 5 minutes ago and it was insanely buggy. Like, kept jumping out and jumping in and jumping out. So, are Israeli iOS devs in crazy demand? Yes. Hear and see clearly is good. Hearing fine. Beautiful. So just to kind of address the topic of making an introduction. Yesterday, and if you were on the call, if you were on the Meerkat before, you heard what I said, but I'll say it again because it was super unclear. I had a call with the person who heads up marketing at Matrix, a big high-tech company in Israel. And I just got the email from the person who made that intro this second. I'm not going to read it now, but that's really funny. But bottom line is, someone made an introduction, provided no context to either one of us why we were having a call, and got on the call, and the woman said to me, okay, so what can you do for us? I said, what do you mean, what can I do for you? What do you need from me? What are your needs? You guys reached out to me. I don't need you. If you need something, let me know, and I'm happy to help. She goes, well, I don't know what you do. So I said, well, maybe you should Google me before you do a little research before you talk to someone. We'd spoken, we took 2 weeks to make this call, so she had 2 weeks to just do a little research. Super unprofessional, but that's another topic for another time. But the person who made the intro, who just emailed me, did not provide any context whatsoever, not to me and not to her. So we were talking. We had no idea why we were talking for 10 minutes. She's like, so what do you do? I'm like, I do this, I do that. What do you guys need? She's like, well, can you tweet about us? I'm like, no, I can't tweet about you. Go hire like a celebrity to tweet about you. She's like, well, can you generate buzz? I'm like, that's not. She's like, so what do you do? I'm like, she's like, oh, so you want to write blog posts for us? I'm like, no. So it was just such an awkward conversation, and that was because there was no context provided. So first of all, if you're making an email introductions, if you're making an introduction, we'll get the email in a second. If you're making an introduction, provide context to one or both sides. Very important. Which leads me to my next point, which is make the introduction over email. Don't introduce people by adding them to a Facebook group and like a chat group, or don't do it over Twitter. Make it email so it's searchable and I can find the context afterwards. I can know why this introduction was made, why I'm meeting this person, what I can do for them, what they can do for me, but just some context. Search. Easy to search, email. It's just, if it ain't broke, just make the introduction over email. That's number 2. Number 3 is ask permission. So if you're asking someone to help a friend of yours, so email that person and say, do you mind if I make an introduction to my friend? Don't just cold email this person and say, David, meet Hillel, Hillel, meet David. Hillel, David needs your help. Maybe I'm not, in my case, I'm happy to help all the time. Maybe the person's not willing to help and they don't want that introduction. So email them and request in advance saying, is it okay? So what I do is someone asks me for an introduction to someone, I say, so okay, email me, and I'll forward it to that person and say, may I intro? And that's what I've always done. So that's that. As far as the actual meeting is concerned, I'm going to take my gum out of my mouth because I've been told I'm very rude when I chew gum. When I'm on Meerkat, as far as the actual calendar invite is concerned, if you're meeting someone, then send the calendar invite, right? But what do you write on the calendar invite? What's the kind of etiquette in the title of the event? Say what the event is. Don't write, don't send the calendar invite to Hillel saying Hillel Fuld is the topic, is the title, because then in my calendar it will just say Hillel Fuld. That is ridiculous. Write the name of the name of your company, your name, or something it's contextual, so that when I come, the day of the meeting, I can look at that calendar invite and know what the meeting's about. Very important. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Most of the stuff really is common sense, and I feel like most people know it, but unfortunately too many people don't. If you're sending someone an invite, ask for permission, provide context, do it by email, and send the calendar invite with some context about the meeting. That's really the bottom line. And just in general, email in general shouldn't be 1,000-word emails, right? Keep it short, keep it relevant, explain why you're making this intro, and that's it. It's really, really pretty straightforward. That's my opinion on intros, at least. Let me read some of these questions here. We hear you clear, beautiful. Are Israeli iOS devs in crazy demand? They are indeed. You can hear and see clearly, beautiful. Hearing fine, see you and hear you, beautiful. Sounds super awkward. Yeah, it was ridiculously awkward. That call was definitely one of the most awkward calls I've ever had. Hey, Hillel, for an informational interview, after the initial intro and chat, what's the best way to keep up the conversation? For an informational interview, after the initial intro and chat, I don't understand. Maybe have a meeting? I don't know. I don't really understand the question so much. Give me the actual kind of like case that you're talking about. Hello, can you like my Facebook page? Shy, that is not funny. Don't mess with me, man. It's early in the morning. And can you generate buzz about my product? Cute. Shy, context is king. Yes, it is. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Was this a bad time to ask you for a plug? Oh, you're messing, Shy. You're messing. You're a funny guy in the morning, dude. It's 8:52 in the morning. Anyway, I have a meeting in 8 minutes. The bottom line is just you're making an intro. Don't make it annoying and awkward. Make it contextual. Have some context. Have some information. Provide some information. Just do it in a pleasant manner. That's all. And yesterday was such a painful call. I left so upset by this call. Like for 10 minutes, she's like, "What can you do for me?" I'm like, "I don't know. What can I do for you? You tell me." It was just very, very awkward. Anyway, thanks for coming in, guys. And sorry about before. It was really, really buggy. I have no idea what's up. But there is still a white line on top of Meerkat right now that I don't know so it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's all. Starting my day. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you may be in the world. And as always, thank you for joining me. And I will share this later on with a catch link. Robotics firms in Israel. Yes, I was in one the other day, actually, and I saw a coffee machine that walks your coffee to you. It makes you coffee, and then it walks to you. I kid you not. But it's a stealth robotics lab, so I can't really talk about it, but there are robotics labs in Israel. Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks.